Hey everyone, this is Mike from Lost Without Translation, and today I'm here to tell you that I think you should play Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE is a Wii U game that is criminally underplayed. Because the game was exclusive to the Wii U and marketed in a way that would really only put it on the radar of fans of either Fire Emblem or the Shin Megami Tensei series, it went pretty much unnoticed to the mainstream and was quickly forgotten as the Wii U gave way to the Switch. With the success of the Switch, and a lot of the exclusive Wii U games having made their way to the Switch or 3DS, it's crazy that a Switch port of this hasn't been announced, especially given the recent success of Persona 5. I mentioned Persona 5 because this is a Shin Megami Tensei game in name, but it is way more inspired by Persona than by the main series. You can really see the beginnings of Persona 5's game design in here, especially with the dungeons. The game was the brainchild of Nintendo's Karoi Ando, who wanted to create a Fire Emblem spin-off. She ended up proposing a Shin Megami Tensei spin-off, and it was announced during a Nintendo Direct as Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem. It was in dev for 5 years before it was eventually released as Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE. The game opens up with the characters Itsuki and Tsubasa who meet up at an idol audition. Tsubasa's sister was an idol who mysteriously disappeared 5 years earlier, and by becoming an idol she hopes to discover why. At the audition, strange spirits invade the venue and capture Tsubasa and the other idol contestants. Itsuki rushes through a strange portal to save her, where he's attacked by monsters, but manages to join forces with a Mirage named Chrom, and together they save Tsubasa, who also joins with a Mirage.
Yes.
In the game, good Mirages are Fire Emblem characters who transform into weapons that the player can use to fight other evil Mirages. The evil Mirages are these other spirits who are kidnapping idols and turning them into their puppets. Along with these Fire Emblem Mirages, Itsuki and Tsubasa join an idol agency who secretly fight the evil Mirages, and have to manage their idol training and fighting back against the Mirages that attack Tokyo. The gameplay is modeled after the Persona games. Itsuki can freely explore the town, especially Shibuya. In between chapters he can complete side stories with his teammates, which are kind of like the social links in Persona. When a dungeon opens up, the player can enter with the goal of beating back the Mirage trying to invade Tokyo. The dungeons are designed well and include some simple traversal puzzles, which also allow for some multiple paths that lead to secrets. Using a special room in the idol agency, the player can communicate with their Fire Emblem Mirages, and use items gained from combat to create new weapons and unlock new passive abilities. This is done through the Unity systems. New skills are learned by having different weapons equipped during battle, so it makes sense to keep using an older weapon and then switch to a newer one only when you've mastered all of its skills. Combat is a modified version of the modern Persona turn-based combat system. Instead of the usual extra turn mechanic from Persona games, this one uses session chains. When you hit an enemy with a skill that it's weak to, your other party members will jump in and automatically chain together attacks. The enemies can do the same to you, however. The game is a decent length, not quite as long as Persona 5, but it's a welcome length for me. It features 7 dungeons over 6 main chapters. I can't recommend Tokyo Mirage Sessions enough to fans of the Persona series. It's everything those games are, with some really fun themes and some idle performances thrown in. I compare it a lot to Persona because it's got all the style and depth of those games, which are some of the best JRPGs ever made. But Tokyo Mirage Session also stands on its own as one of the best JRPGs of the last gen, and it's got some great Fire Emblem fan service in there. Even if you find the source material too hard, this game's got you covered with an easy and very easy difficulty setting, so you can experience the story and substance without the frustration that can come from the difficulty both Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem are known for. I know most people who haven't played it aren't going to go through the trouble of finding a Wii U just for it, but it's a shame to think that a game that's on par with Persona 4 and 5 can't be enjoyed with a wider audience. A Switch port would be a no-brainer, but you never know with Nintendo, so I really hope it happens, but if it doesn't and you can get it, please check this game out. See you next time.
壊したい大事そうに